Okay, welcome to day one video three. Here we will discuss about the Java features. Yeah. So in the previous two videos, we have seen what is Java. So Java, a high level programming language. And second thing is a platform. So as a platform, Java is two things, an execution environment called JRE, Java Runtime Environment. And second thing is a bunch of libraries per core classes. Yeah. And then why Java? Okay, so it is very popular. It is enterprise grade application, very much widely in use. Yeah, and it is different from JavaScript that we should know. Yeah. Now coming to other advantages that Java brings into table. Yeah, and why is it so popular? Yeah, so we call them as Java features. There are quite a lot of features, but we will try to discuss about first few, like maybe first five in this video and another five in the next video. Yeah. First one is, sorry for these advertisements. Yeah, first one is the simplicity. Yeah, Java is a simple language. So it's just like C, C++. If you know C, C++, you will easily understand Java syntax. Yeah. That said, it was originally intended to be simple, but then there are a lot of enterprise grade frameworks, etc., developed over last 30 years. There are few things which become little complicated, but overall for your interview preparation, whatever you learn, the core Java, etc., it is quite easy to learn. It is very simple programming language. Yeah, it's very high level. Anybody can easily read it. Yeah. Now coming to the security, Java as a secured language, which is something very important, which is why it is widely accepted for the enterprise grade application. Yeah. So we will talk about this in detail when we talk about JVM, but for now, just on a very high level, why it is secure language. Yeah. So normally, if I consider some other languages like C or C++, right? If you write programs using this language, normally we do something called compilation, which will give us executable files. So executable in the sense it will convert your high level language into a machine readable language called executable or binaries. Yeah. Then what happens is if I consider like your PC where your C, C++ program is running, right? Let's call it as okay, your PC has two things. One is the hardware. On top of that, you have the operating system, right? Like Windows or Unix, Linux, etc. Right? So the C or C++ executables, right? They become part of this system and directly have access to operating system and directly have access to hardware. Yeah, and actually they can execute directly on top of hardware, even bare metal or the operating system. Most often on the operating system. So if I visualize it, so if this is a hardware layer, on top of that you have the OS layer. Yeah, on top of that, your executable C, C++ executables are directly executing. So what it means is if if you're executing something on your machine, you should know what it is doing. Yeah. Otherwise, it can do any malicious thing. Like for example, it can be a virus which can actually create problems to you. What it can do, it can be a virus which actually start looking at all your files here and then encrypt them so that it becomes non-readable and then start asking you money to decrypt them. Yeah. So it is possible to write such things because these are executables directly accessible on operating system. It is possible that I can write a C, C++ program and using that program, I can actually develop malwares or virus and then without your knowledge, I can actually get them executed on your system. Yeah. So that is why they are not very secured. Whereas quite opposite to this, what happens in case of Java is that's where the Java as a platform comes into picture is Java programs never execute directly on OS. For example, if I consider this as OS and this is your hardware, going back to previous example, yeah. Normally, all Java programs require a runtime, and this is called JRE. Java runtime environment. And the programs are designed, our Java program is designed in such a way that it can only execute within this environment. Yeah, and this environment is provided by let's say vendors. For example, if I'm using Oracle Java, then Oracle is responsible for giving this GRE environment. Or originally when Java was created by Sun Microsystem, they created it. Yeah, so this is something which is a trusted environment. Yeah, and your Java programs are designed to run only inside this environment, and they have uh, access outside which is very controlled. You can't write a Java program which is malicious and can do harmful to outside environment. So this is why we call it as Java is a secured environment. So to run the Java programs, you need JRE, Java Runtime Environment. To run the Java programs, you need JRE. And the JRE is a secured piece widely accepted by the industry. So your programs need to run within the JRE, and hence they are more secured as compared to any other programs which directly run on the operating system and can cause problem. So this is how the security is actually achieved.